We just wrapped up week 1 of the open beta for Battlefield 6 and we got to test out 13 different gadgets. So in today's video, I'm going to tier list all of them so you guys know what gadgets to play with in week 2. I do want to preface that this is a subjective tier list, and I'm sure my list will likely be different than yours just because we had different playstyles. Now my opinion is the right one. So just keep that in mind as you're watching this video, keep it an open mind. I would love to hear what your favorite gadget was that you tried during the beta, so be sure to leave it down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's kick things off. Let's start off with the support class. And first item we're going to rank here is the supply bag. Now, supply bag, pretty straightforward, just like every other Battlefield. Supplies you with ammo, but this time, it also supplies you with health, so that way you're a little bit of a portable medic station. If you can get a bunch of support players into one zone, defending the clip in the background right now, there's 3 of us chilling on top of the roof. We're all just alternating between defibs and support bags, keep us all alive, keep us all topped with ammo. So for that reason, just how much playability gives you and recharges, that's all it is. And continue with the support theme, we'll go on to the defibrillators, which, as they imply, makes you the designated medic. If you just tap the button, no matter how long you charge it, it gives your teammate a revive to half health. But if you let it charge the full way, you actually top up your teammate to 100% health, which is awesome. And if you got the time to do that, not in a risky situation, then highly recommend it. And apparently, whenever you get it fully charged up, if you're quick enough, you can actually revive 3 people to full health, which is pretty awesome. And one thing that you may not know about this is you can actually get kills with the defibrillator, and I managed to pull one off in week 1 of the beta, which I was super stoked about. But the one downfall it's got right now, and you already said the guy with the fix working for it, is that it's kind of iffy on whether you'll get the revive or not. Like, sometimes it'll work just perfectly fine, other times you'll just sit there over the person, just spamming it, and it won't stick, so you're forced to do a drag revive. So, despite having that downfall, I still think it's a solid S. Deployable cover. It's as the name implies, it's like every game. It's got a very nice health pool, but, and this could just be a beta thing, they were incredibly hard to mount off. You couldn't really mount or peek off of them, so that would be something I'd like to see tweaked. But they do give you a lot of health, and they don't just get shot and die. They actually sprint are off in different pieces, so it does give you options, and they last a whole lot longer than other games do. So, I think we'll get that solid A. So, support. It's a very good entry-level class. You're just getting your feet into the Battlefield franchise. It's probably the one I'd recommend playing. Just play medic, rack up your XP, get your points, and enjoy yourself. Next, let's go on to the Recon. So, item 1 Recon here. We got deployable motion sensor. So this thing, pretty short range. If I had to take a guess, just given that the Recon's get a UAV. UAV is a 30-meter circle around them. Motion sensor seems about to be a third of that, so if I had to guess, 10, 15 meters around you. As people are walking up on you, it will show up as a red blip on your radar. And information is key, especially if you're playing a snipe class. So just for that reason, and because it's how I like to play, I play very info heavy, so UAVs and motion sensors, I put that as the S. And the other great thing about it is, whenever you're done with them, if you didn't get it blown up, you can just pick them up and go with them again. They also respawn every so often, so as long as you stay alive, you can just keep spamming the heck out of these and just get free information about your opponents. Helps you, helps your teammates, helps stay alive, helps get the W. And this is where we're going to take a negative turn. C4. C tier. Why, you may ask? Well, I tried it a lot. I tried to give it a chance. And it just never stuck with me. Like, I tried it on buildings to get areas cleared out, and granted, it did blow them up. It blew the holes that you needed. But it never blew up the ones that I wanted. Like, I just see the background clip here. I tried to blow up a hole in the wall. I threw all the C4 on one wall, so I actually blew up that one. I blew the one beside it. It's completely not helpful. And it's kind of scuffed whenever it comes to getting kills with it. I tried several times whenever I had opportunities to just chuck a brick at someone. I chucked a brick directly onto a person. And again, this could just be a beta thing. This might get worked out when the game fully drops. But I didn't even get a single kill from a direct hit with a C4 brick. In every other game, the dude would be dead. Heck. So I really didn't enjoy C4 in this iteration. Hopefully it gets buffed just a little bit in the beta, or excuse me, in the launch of the game in a couple months here. But for now, C4 is a solid C. Spawn beacon. Solid S. If you are creative with your spawns, so this does take a little bit of thinking, and not just drop it on the edge of a map. Like, you can do that, of course. You can drop it right where your guys are pushing, so we get them closer to the objective, which is great. But if you can sneak your way into a zone and put it off into a corner so he's got cover, because these things are destroyable, then that's a solid way to get teammates spawning right there. The one downfall it has is that if you as a player who dropped it spawns on it, then it despawns and breaks, which is tragic. But I do believe you can pick these up and move them, so if you stay alive long enough, you can keep moving to where you're moving as a team. And it is creative, if, again, talking about just thinking about your spawn picks. I had this part of the map, and I get the clip on the screen now, where I snuck a pretty big flank on opposing team. I dropped one so MEI recon buddies could just get in. And it got to the point that they were sending both counter snipers and rockets at us to try and get us gone, just because we were abusing the spot a little bit.
That's when you know you're being annoying.
So I think this hovers between an S and an A. No, I said S initially, but I think I'm gonna knock it down to A just because it is very annoying if you the player spawn on it that it despawns. So it kind of shuts out that ability. Going to the assault class. Adrenaline injector. I really did not enjoy this. It states that whenever you use this, pull up so I don't misquote it. Inject yourself temporarily boosts speed, resistance to explosive damage, resist debuffs, and hear enemy footsteps more easily. I never really felt like it gave me any advantage. Like, the speed was the only obvious one. But I always felt like I don't know. Like, it just had no reward for using it. It just didn't belong. Like, I know in its initial iteration, they said that it would have resupply health slowly over time. And honestly, I think it'd be a heck of a lot more useful if it did that on top of what its current perks are. Like, I know someone's in the comments just gonna go, eh, skill issue, but just really didn't seem to do all that much. And maybe it boosted footsteps, but I just did not notice them. And I got 7.1 surround sound on mine, so footsteps are usually pretty clear to hear. So for those reasons, in its current iteration, I'm going to give it... I think we're going to get our first D. I don't want to go F on it yet, just because I don't want to completely rule it out. Might get more use out of it in week 2, but right now I just don't like it. Let's see, explosive grenade launcher. The noob tube. Guys. No. The basic noob tube sucks. It really sucks. Like, on buildings, sure. Although it doesn't seem to do all that much. Like, you probably get more effectiveness out of a grenade than just actual grenade launcher. Out of vehicles, a little bit of damage. It's not great, but it's not bad. But against people, which is what a noob tube has been for, I never got a single kill with this over all weekend. All 4 days, early access, and normal. So, like a noob tube, it's supposed to be like an entry-level weapon. You can pick it up and have a good time. But they just don't do anything for the normal one. So I'm going to give it a solid D. In its current iteration, it needs more DPS. It needs to be able to at least get people down to like 10 to 20 health, I feel like. It shouldn't just leave them like completely unfazed, so you just spend all the time swapping to a gadget and have to still do about as much damage with your primary. Either that or more damage to buildings, so we can be more creative with clearing them out. Now, the contrary to that is the Thermal Barbaric, aka the Incendiary Grenade Launcher. This thing slaps. Like, if you ignored this and slept on it during week 1, try it during week 2. This is what a grenade launcher should feel like, and more. It is so fun and so satisfying, especially on small ejective modes like Domination. And with it being incendiary, you can just drop it on a zone and just let burn damage do its thing. You completely, just as a single player, lock up a whole zone. Unless people are willing to risk it, which then you can just clean them up with your shoddy or whatever. But the other great thing is super easy to direct hit people with. And it will actually kill them if you direct hit them. 9 out of 10 times. You can go on killing sprees with this thing so long as you got ammo. And again, the explosive rounds, whenever they blow it, they'll drop fire everywhere. So you can completely down someone and also start damaging 2 or 3 other people standing in radius around them. It's so satisfying. So yeah, don't sleep on the incendiary grenade launcher. S tier. Let's see. The deployable ladder. Now, we never got to try this one out in the beta, so this is going purely off what we see in the trailers And if it works the way that it shows in trailers, I think this could be very promising. So I'm going to put this as a tentative A. Though we actually need to get it on hand so we can try it out. Let's see, moving on to the engineer. Guys, not a fun class. I did not enjoy the engineer at all. If I had to pick one class I played with the least, it was definitely this one. So, you can probably guess where the majority of these gadgets are going to go. The only real useful one, there's probably two, would be the cutter, or would be the repair tool. Like, you want to say fusion cutter. I'll explain why in a second. E tier. Now, the fusion cutter, yeah, repair tool. It does its job. You get to repair vehicles as you go on them. But as you know, it's keep calling it fusion cutter. The reason why that is Star Wars Battlefront 2. In the original version of this exact same tool not only could heal tanks and other vehicles, but if you could survive long enough against opponents, you could completely hijack theirs. And like this, it does its job. It's incredibly speedy at healing tanks. But that's about all it does. Like, it's very circumstantial. So, and with the maps we got in the beta so far, there aren't a lot of vehicles on the map, so you feel like you're just running around as a class with purpose. So maybe whenever the full game comes out, we get bigger maps with more vehicles, it'll be more useful. But for now, B tier. And if you guys want something in Dice to change, please give it the ability to hijack. If that'd be so hilarious. It's like, make it rewarding to actually use this tool. Make it so I actually want to be an engineer. RPG. C tier. Why do you ask? It's an RPG. Should be able to one-hit infantry, even with splash damage. It is not. You have to directly hit someone at point blank if you want to get a kill. This is the only way I've seen it so far. Or if they've already got some damage on them and you just finish it with the kill. I will say, they did do a cool thing by actually making it that they have to have time to arm, otherwise they'll just bounce off the floor, which it's annoying when it happens to you, but I love it when games add duds to increase the realism. Now, the only thing that I think would bump this up, and maybe I'm not just giving it enough chance, because I tried it and it wasn't super successful for me, but I had happened to me, was using it to destroy buildings and force people out of choke points. I was going for a zone cap and breakthrough, and someone shot an RPG at the building and took out our entire team camping underneath it to be able to capture the zone, so they completely got zone control back with one rocket. That is great. And from what I've seen in testing videos so far, it takes 2 rockets to do that. So, take it as you will. If it works out for you, great. But for right now, I'm leaving it as a C. Stinger, aka the Javelin. It's RPG, but meant for air vehicles. Let me be honest with you guys. I did not use this thing a single time in the beta. Not once did I ever feel like, hey, we're getting helis attacking us. We're getting jets on us. And they're just running our team to blitz. So we need something to shoot them out of the sky. Not once did I ever feel like that. So if I don't even feel like I gotta pick up a gadget, that kind of speaks for itself. You know where it's going. I'm sorry, but it literally, in the beta, has no purpose. When the game comes out, sure. They'll probably move up to a C. But still, I still think the RPG is better in this way. And speaking of the RPG, there is one thing I want to backtrack on. There is one potential scenario I can think of where this would work. That requires some testing. Now, final thing here. Anti-tank mine. Again, another F. I tried out this thing, not very much, but you just never are alive enough to place it in place where an enemy tank is going to run over it. Like, unless you are actively thinking as you're running out of a breakthrough point to, hey, let's drop a mine here, you're just not going to place it down in a place where a tank is going to run over it and you're actually going to get the kill. Sorry, you're just not. So I can't speak to his damage or anything, but I just never found a situation where I wanted to use this, or actually could use this. So for those reasons, it's going to be an F. Well, guys, that's my ranking of every gadget in the Battlefield 6 beta that we got to test out. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below and what tweaks you would make to your own list. If you enjoyed this video, please sure to go leave a sub if you're not already, and we should go join the official Discord down in the comment section below, so that way you can start hanging out with the community. And lastly, what was your favorite gadget you got to try in the beta? Leave that in the comments below. Or if you can't think of anything, leave your favorite emoji, because engagement helps. God bless, have a good one, and I'll see you on